cameras, give me a thumbs up when you're good. Yep. Damien. All right, questions for Coach Hale.
Last time we talked to you, you didn't know who you were going to play. Now you know who you're going to play and where you're going to play. What are your initial thoughts on North Carolina?
Oh, fantastic team. Obviously, we got to go cross country. We'll leave tomorrow, but now they're good. We just started looking at their pitching style of play. They just do everything well. Their pitchers, you look at their numbers, and ERAs are low. A lot of quality hitters, so it's going to be a great series, I think.
What is their style of play?
Well, they just play baseball. There's not as much of the stuff that we've seen throughout our conference, even in our regional with Cal Poly and Utah Valley. They're going to play hardball, and they're going to come at you. And when they have to bunt, they'll bunt. They can do that. They can hit and run. They can do everything. So we got to be ready and play really fundamentally sound baseball.
After winning the Big 12, you wanted to make sure your guys were not satisfied with just that. Now you have the same situation. You've gotten this regional, which you've been pushing
Right.
for the last few years. How do you make sure that it just starts over for them?
Yeah, I think just the attitude after the win. I mean, you guys saw it. They were happy. They were fired up to get it over with, but I think they're ready for the next step. So obviously the matchups are super important. We get there, and the more video we look at, we'll have a better idea of how we're going to play guys, how we're going to pitch them, how we're going to approach our starters. So we're a little bit early in that process yet.
How do you continue the success of the plate like you guys had the last 2 games?
Who knows? I mean, Friday we had 2 hits, and then all of a sudden we explode. So again, some of it's matchups. The matchup of the pitcher and the hitters were better for us on the weekend than they were on Friday. So like I said, we're just in the starting process of looking at these guys, and the swings are fine. The fundamentals, the mechanics are good. We just have to be able to see the ball and hit it.
This is a grass surface they have?
Yeah, very beautiful stadium, very nice surface. We're excited to play on it.
As Brian pointed out, the run differential in the first weekend of the season was almost the reverse of what
Right.
you guys accomplished this last weekend of the season. In terms of growth over the course of the year, what are the areas where you feel like the team has grown the most?
Well, obviously, when you talk about run differential, it's the pitching and the hitting, right? So obviously, the pitching has improved a ton since the first weekend. But some of that, I mean, the stuff is the same. It's just location of the pitches and pitches called. So I think Kevin has gotten a better idea of what each pitcher does well, and he's really accentuated that. On the hitting side, we've gone through ups and downs like any. You look at a major league team, guys are going to go through their ups and downs. So right now we feel good about the bats, and we just got to keep that good feeling going in. We kind of made a little bit of a philosophical change after Friday and with our BP and everything, and I think we're going to stay with that. And I'm not going to tell you what it was because I don't want to give away any secrets like some of our guys do.
Does the 9 a.m. game time,
Yeah.
our time impact anybody at all?
It may. I think we're going to get there. That's why we're leaving tomorrow. We're going to practice tomorrow at 8 a.m. here. We did the same thing when we went to Texas. We stayed in Dallas, practiced early in the morning for that 9 a.m. game. And our guys have done it before, which is really good. It's a really good situation that we've done it before. So, I don't think it should. I don't expect it to. That's just another excuse. And this team's been really good about not making excuses.
So both sides have come together at the right time.
Right.
So both pitching and the batting.
Mm-hmm.
What do you talk to you guys about to continue that mental availability for that?
Yeah, I think we just you just always trying to be positive with them and be honest. This is a good group they can take some honesty, they can take some hard coaching, and they've accepted that. And I think we just have to keep doing it. Whether it's in batting practice today and they're popping balls up, you say, hey, we got to get on top of the ball, but let's do what got us here. And they have to be constantly reminded of those things. But they're tough, and they're tough on each other, and they're going to hold each other accountable.
How would you assess? You just walked over here. How would you assess Brendan Summerhill's performance since he's come back?
He's been fine. He's been fine. He himself is not happy at all. I mean, if you were to ask him, he would tell you he's struggling, which I told him today. It's not about the average. It's about the on-base percentage for the leadoff hitter. He's doing fine, and the beauty of it is, like we talked about with Walton, when Summerhill starts to actually swing the bat like we know he can, it's going to be special for us.
You made a reference after, I think it was at the Big 12 championship game. Kind of pulled up going past first base, and you said it was more frustration.
Yeah.
And injury. Is that something that you talked to him about or try to work with him about? Over
Yeah.
the course of the season?
No doubt. I mean, that's just maturity and us, coaching and trying to bring him along. I mean, he's got a long career ahead of him, and to get him, he's a very emotional guy. He wants to do well for the team. It's not really for himself; it's for the team. He feels like sometimes he lets us down, and so he just has to understand that all anybody on the team's looking for is him to give the best he can every day.
Do you have to hope that your guys, after this last weekend with all the home runs, don't think that that's just part of the game now that you're going to be hitting? That's where you're going to get most of your offense from?
Yeah, I mean, I think we stress all the time, hard and low. I say that, and even when you think about hard and low, you're trying to hit the top of the ball, you're trying to hit the middle of the ball, and the ball is going to go, whether it's in Eugene or Chapel Hill or here. So, yeah, we'll deal with that on Thursday at practice, see how the ballpark's playing, how the wind is blowing, and all those things.
You played a couple games there, didn't you?
In North Carolina?
Yeah.
I've never been there.
Okay, I thought there was some tournament at the tail end of your.
No.
Okay.
No, not me. Robbie Mullen, who was here earlier, played there, but we didn't. We never went.
I believe the portal is open now.
Mhm.
Got a handful of guys in there. How do you deal with that aspect in terms of the guys who might want to leave? Then also, are you already starting to look at who's in there as far as who you might bring in?
Yes.
Next year?
Yes, we're Trip's constantly recruiting, whether it's high school, junior college, or portal. We're always looking at it, evaluating who's in there yet. Right now, excuse me. So yeah, we're always looking at it for in terms of our players who've gone in. I signed a bunch of paperwork yesterday on I think 5 of our guys, and it's tough. They're still part of this team. This is just the landscape of college sports now we have to deal with. But they have to do what's best for their careers. They're not obviously here on the current roster. So just trying to communicate with them on a weekly basis to keep them involved in what we're doing. But of course they are in the portal, and we always wish them the best.
Is it the same 27 that you'll use from Eugene?
We'll see. We're going to take our guys, and then we'll just decide on the 27th guy by Thursday.
Go ahead.
What does it mean to you to be leading this team to the Supers for the first time since you've been here?
Oh, it means a lot. I mean, I said this the other day. There was a lot of anxiety on game 1 against Cal Poly because we hadn't done well the last 2 years, quite frankly. And one was here in our own ballpark with 9,000 people. It was really disappointing to me. So to get to this next round, it's a good thing for us. And I'm so happy to see the players. We're excited to win, like I said, but they're not happy about just going to the Super Regionals. So hopefully we can get to Omaha.
What does it take to get to Omaha? Sorry.
We just have to play good baseball. I mean, this is one of the best teams in the country, one of the top 10 teams, and they were there last year. They're a super talented, super fundamentally sound team, and we have to match it. And we talked to the players about it today. It's not going to be. I don't think it's going to be any funky plays that are going to change us. It's just going to be making good baseball plays and having good at bats and making good pitches.
Time for 2 more questions for Coach.
So how do you plan to?
What was the conversation with your wife?
It was always good. Judy's been there for me from the start. She was here with me when we won a national championship in 1986. We were dating. She remembers how fun those times in Omaha were. And back then she was joking around like the girlfriends didn't get to go on the road. Now our other guys have their girlfriends on the road for these tournaments. So just happiness, and she's happy for the team and happy for the kids.
So how do you plan to keep the team mentally focused and motivated?
Yeah, I think at this time of the year, it's much easier than it is in the middle. I think they know what's in front of them. They see the team they're playing. They see the crowd up there, especially when we get to North Carolina, and the focus for them will come. It'll be fine. I'm more of a guy to try to relax them and let them play free and easy.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.